Hello, welcome to my video. I bet you're wondering what a handsome guy like me on a handsome turtle is doing here.
Excuse me. Hello everyone, welcome to my thoughts on World of Warcraft Free-to-Play 2. I thought the best way to demonstrate what was available as all the updates that have been rolled out in free-to-play, I thought maybe I'd make a new level 2 human character and I would just kind of demonstrate some of the changes. So first off, let's just head on right over here and we will have a look at the class trainers. Oh, so you'll notice over here you have the Paladin trainer, and of course we have the Mage trainer over here, Keldian. One of the games that us humans like to play the most is tag. For example, tag, you're it. Hey, you're not playing tag. There are a lot of sneaky green men hiding around in this forest. I think they're called gremlins. We have a quest to remove some of them. This is the boss of World of Warcraft. This man guards the cave. It's a rat person named Gug. We beat the game, as you can see by the ceremonious effect. Now, one of the most important things that humans can do is that they can pick up items, and then when they're done, they can have a snack. Good snack. I'm sure that snack is just inside of Gug Fat Candle's pockets. Humans are so friendly, even the guards like to play tag. Ha ha ha! Tag, you're it! You're never gonna catch me, I'm the tag champion. Here we have a resident of the internet demonstrating how to properly use telescopes. Really, nothing can beat resting by a campfire after a good game of playing tag. Tag is some exhausting work. This person's in the timeout tag box. Oh, it's a draw. Boy, those guys are good at tag. I don't know that I can compete with that. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully that was helpful. One of my favorite things about being a human in World of Warcraft is that they're just so welcoming and accepting. The only thing I wish is that other people wouldn't tag quite so hard. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, my name is Atratzu and today we are returning and I'm giving my thoughts on free-to-play World of Warcraft. Episode 2, Attack of the... I don't know. So, we are returning to this topic because it has been, I think, 3 years since the last time I recorded the video, and a lot of stuff has changed. Actually, not even just in the 3 years. After the first year that video came out, stuff started to change, then moves were taken away, and then, like, everything changes as a free-to-play character. Whenever a major patch rolls out in World of Warcraft, oftentimes a lot of the changes that take place in the game take place on your free-to-play character as well. So, there's been a lot of changes that have taken place, and I want to try to cover some of them and kind of update my old dusty video, and hopefully point people to this video. I don't know if I'll do a third one after this. We'll see what happens. The biggest change was level scaling in different zones, so that's kind of why we have reapproached it. But before we talk about anything like that, first, let's address a question that was asked many times on that last video. One of the questions that people want to know the most about playing World of Warcraft free-to-play is, can I get enough gold to buy a WoW token to subscribe? Now that question came in a bunch of different formats. That came in... Uh-oh. I might die. Oh, I'm not flagged. Yes, I won't die. So that question came in a lot of different formats, and... So some people wanted to know if there was some way for them to farm up gold, to buy a subscription, and didn't know about the WoW token system. Other people just thought that maybe there would be some in-game method that you could use to level up. All these different ways of phrasing the question. Let's answer it right now. No. That's the simple answer. You cannot get enough gold to buy WoW tokens to activate your account. So if you're playing for free to play, You cannot go from free to play to active without paying money at least once. And that gets into a little bit more of a complicated answer. Oh no, don't attack infected zombie. So that gets into a little bit more of a complicated answer that I have. So as a free-to-play character, there are some limitations that are put on your account, but you can kind of use those limitations. If you've got nothing but free time, there are some things that you can do in the game that will make it so that you spend your time profitably. Namely, what I think of is farming up materials, gathering gear, and capping your gold at 1,000. So I wanted to, please don't attack. Oh, I don't want to get hit by that. That'll flag me. This video is currently being recorded before the next expansion comes out. Oh, you. Don't do it. Get out of here. Can I not fight? What's going on? You cannot do that. Really? So you're just vulnerable to ghouls. Wow. And we're back, I hope. Hopefully I don't get jumped by another undead. Yeesh. Anyway, so what I was talking about was some alternative things that you can do to try to get money so that you can get a WoW token. So you're not able to get the WoW token without subscribing at least once, but one thing that you can do is you can gather materials that you then can later sell on the auction house. Here's the thing, you cannot access the auction house until you've subscribed. So even with this method, you must subscribe at least once to be able to access the auction house to sell things on the auction house. In the long run, I really don't see that there's a profitable, efficient, effective, and good way to spend your time being able to farm up materials to be able to buy a WoW token. It just doesn't seem feasible. There are some pretty crazy people out there. Here's the thing. You can have a total of 50 characters on a server. In general, you can have 50 characters. They dropped the server limit apparently. And if you had 50 characters and each one of them had 1k gold, you still wouldn't have enough gold to be able to buy a WoW token. The current price for WoW token is actually over 150,000 gold. So even if you had 50,000 gold in the best case scenario, you're still not going to have enough to be able to buy a WoW token. And there is a way that you could buy a WoW token or reactivate your account if you have a veteran account like I do, where you have characters that have some gold stored away. Then you could actually access that even though your account has slipped into trial mode. And we'll show that later, but point is, if your whole goal is to get from absolutely nothing, nothing else in the background, you're not gonna, it's not gonna be really conceivable. It's not gonna be fair to even expect and hope that you will be able to activate your account as a free-to-play. Blizzard has been very diligent in making sure of that. They raised the gold cap since last time. The gold cap is currently 1,000. So to demonstrate that I've actually got my character up to 997 gold, just so I can demonstrate that you can't have more gold than that. So I've saved a couple junk items just for test sake. If we try to sell this junk item for 16 gold, we will go over. And you will notice at the top of the screen it says at gold limit. So that's telling you that that has reached the gold cap. So you cannot get more gold than that. Just like you can't level past 20. If you try to level past 20 as a trial account, like it doesn't. Your experience bar does not fill at all. And in my case, the experience bar is hidden. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. So, again, some things that you can do, you can farm up materials and then later sell them on the auction house so you can use your free-to-play time very resourcefully. But again, I can't even look at the auction house, no less post auctions on the auction house. So you really have no ways of making money as a free-to-play account. And if you cap out, you can't even get more money. Now, again, if you have a vendor mount or access to Eternium thread. Eternium thread. I thought it was ethereal thread. You could buy this thread and then store it away. As you see, I've got 35 here, and I think I have some in my bank as well.
Light be with you.
Did I put any in the bank? That is the question. No.
Be careful.
Last time I'd farmed up enough of that, and what that is providing a way to continue to get gold, but you are sacrificing some in the exchange. So you pay 3 gold for 1. If you sold it back, you would pay 75. So you're just kind of like solidifying it. You want an item that you can stack and save and then liquefy. So you're like investing in solid assets for people that are into financial stuff. Everyone else has rolled their eyes and glazed over and not interested. So hopefully that kind of answers a lot of people's questions about free-to-play accounts and what the options are for getting WoW tokens. Let's talk a little bit more about more that a free-to-play account has to offer, because that's honestly what I'm more interested in. I'm interested in knowing what the limitations are on free-to-play accounts, what I can and can't do, and especially as a veteran account, meaning, so what a veteran account means is if you just made a World of Warcraft account, you would be able to level to 20 and have the gold cap, but there would be other limitations placed on your account that a veteran account doesn't have. A veteran account is a World of Warcraft account that has been subscribed and the subscription has run out of time. And so I have a lot of neat little nifty things on my account that a beginner account most certainly would not have. For example, the most immediate one, I have my mounts. Lots and lots of mounts. I also have pets. These are vanity pets or battling pets. Critters that I've captured, I've got a lot of pets. I have access to my toy box. I have access to my heirlooms. And I also can access my transmog stuff on various other characters that, that all has been shared and put into my account. Do I still have... No, I guess you can't see if you have... Okay, I know I have the Blood Elf one, but I can't see it right now. In addition to that, I also have access to my achievements, and I have access to my titles. So there's a lot of things that I have kind of carried over. Additionally, I also have a lot of bags, which have also been... These all actually I was able to pick up as a free-to-play character, which required a lot of time in dungeons and getting reputation and stuff like that. But you could also send over netherweave bags and make bags for your alts and then get them onto those alts before your time expired, which is what I've done for some of my characters. So there's a potential lot of stuff that you can do, especially if you've been subscribed beforehand. Now, I should probably point out that there are a few occasions when Blizzard will run a free weekend, and that would be your opportunity to take advantage of all that you can as a free-to-play character, because then temporarily the restrictions on your account are lifted. However, beware, if you level past level 20, you will no longer be able to access that character as a free-to-play. Again, I kind of have a long story that I'm going to share at the end of this video on my experiences, more like my troubles playing as a free-to-play character and having a free weekend that popped up out of the blue. Kind of surprised me. So, let's talk a little bit about questing, because that's a big thing for me. Originally, what happened is I leveled to 20, I quested, I did all the quests, and poof, the quests were gone. And that is basically what my experience was playing as a free-to-play character. Was questing everything here. I explored, I ran around, and I explored all these different areas. Well, lo and behold, eventually Blizzard rolls out an update where they add level scaling. So if you didn't notice it, for those that don't know how level scaling works, originally what would happen is you would be a level 1 character and you'd roll in and you could run into a different area, say Red Ridge Mountain, okay, right next to it. So you've got, can we maximize this? I never maximize it, but all right. So say you rolled a new human character, right? You'd spawn here, you'd run around, you do the quest, da 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 da. Once your quests are done, you go to Goldshire, run around here, and then you go to Stormwind, and everyone's like, oh, the big city, and then you go run around Stormwind and grab a bunch of quests that are like, go over here, go over here, go over here. And what you would do is your quest would be a certain level. And so after you were done here, you could go to another starting level area and do some quests there. Say you took the trolley all the way over to Ironforge. And then in Ironforge, you were like, all right, we're going to go over to... is this where the dwarves start? I have rolled so few of dwarves. You run to this area and you do a bunch of quests over here and quests over here. And these quests would be a lower level, so you wouldn't get as much experience for doing them, but you could do them. Well, you could also run into some crazy areas. So for example, the most frustrating one for me, I ran to the Eastern Plaguelands as a level 20 character when the Eastern Plaguelands was... What level was this zone again? I don't remember what level this zone used to be. I think it was 40. I think it was level 40 zone. So basically everything here could one-shot me because everything here was level 40, and I'd spend my time running into a zone, die, and then I would respawn somewhere else and run into the zone, and I would try to explore the whole thing. Well, what happened is Blizzard rolled out level scaling. So now when you mouse over an area here, you see that Elwyn Forest is level 1 to 30. And over here, level 15 to 30. So if we were level 1 and we ran over to this level 15 area, everything here would be at level 15, which would basically still one-shot you. So the level scaling does have its limits in that regard. Is there anything here that... Okay, so I could run over to the Twilight Highlands, and that would give me the one-shot experience that I would want from the game. I wonder, can we take a flight over there while we talk? Anyway, they added level scaling to the game, and so what you can now do is run back to different areas. The leveling experience in World of Warcraft has changed dramatically. And with that change... Not you.
What can I do for you?
Come here. Look at all these flight paths. Who knew? Alright. I don't know. We'll try it. I'll keep talking. We'll see if we have enough time to actually talk through the entire flight path. So, when Blizzard rolled out the change, that didn't matter where you were anymore. You can quest anywhere. In addition to the changes to the level scaling, they also rolled out a lot of additional quests because they revamped and changed how you quest. So they gave access to a bunch of different areas. So I'd originally done all of the quests in these areas, but now there are new areas that originally this area was impossible for me to quest in, but now I've got a quest here that I can get. And so I could come to this area and quest because this area has now been lowered to 10 to 30 level area, 10 to 30 level area. So I can now go to these areas and quest. So they have released an enormous amount of quests to free-to-play accounts, which is cool because I personally enjoy the questing experience. I like it. It's grindy. Some people don't like it, but I certainly do enjoy just going out, grabbing a quest, and just exploring an area. It lets me play at my own pace. A lot of times while I'm playing, I'll feel like I need to use my time as efficiently as possible, so I wouldn't take time to read quest text, which is a big slap on the wrists for people that are really into the lore, and I've got no one to blame but myself when I don't know what's going on in the game. So yeah, I wouldn't want to read a quest. I'd be like, yeah, blah blah blah, got it. Something about let's choose one of the quests that I have been working on in Draenor. All right, so oops, all those. Okay, I'd be like, all right, So, Chains of Iron. Enter the Wizard Sanctum. Wizard Sanctum, optional. I'd just be like, all right, go to this place and kill that person. That's all I would be concerned about. I'd see this and be like, okay, there's a question mark here. All I need to do is I need to fly to this spot, get to this spot, turn in the quest, grab the follow-up quests, run out, collect all the different pelts, collect all the plain stalker beaks, and then go from there. That was how I would quest originally. So as a free-to-play character, I feel freer that I can just kind of explore an area and enjoy it on my own. But not everyone's going to be enticed by that. Some people are going to want to know what to do for endgame. And for that, there is really a couple options. You're kind of left to your own devices as far as how you want to spend your time as a free-to-play character. Again, you know the limitations. Level 20 and 1k gold. There are a couple other things that you should probably know that you can and can't do. So, you can speak, but you can only speak in Say. So currently we are in the Say. Let's switch to that. Actually, you'll have to see what's going on in Say. So, this is Say chat. If you type /say, this is just the public chat in the general local area. When characters are close to yours, you can talk in this space to talk to them. Now, you can also talk in party, /party or /p. You can talk here when you're in a party. But we aren't in a party, so it doesn't matter. And if you're in a guild, you can also talk in guild. I'm currently in a guild. That is another perk of having a veteran account. New accounts, trial accounts, can normally not be in a guild because that's just how it works. When you have subscribed, you're able to join a guild, and if your account slips back into trial mode, your friends can invite you into guilds that your characters are already in. So anything that my higher level characters, any guilds that my higher level characters are in, my lower level characters can be invited into those guilds by people that know me. So, there are a few channels that you're not able to talk into. For example, join general. All right. Hi ho silver. Free trial accounts cannot send messages to this channel. So you're not able to talk in channels, really, in general. Let's leave general. Can't talk in trade chat, can't talk in any channels like that. You also can't /yell. Free trial accounts cannot yell. And these limitations were set in effect to prevent botting. I think it would be to prevent botting, although it also could drive people mad in knowing that, you know, you're being silenced and you can't talk to other people unless you pay money. That being said, though, you can whisper people, but only people that add your character to your friends list. So, do we have any characters around here? No. If we find another player, I will give you an example. But for example, say your name was Atrabab. Yeah, we'll go with that. If you added Atraspoon as a character, as a friend, then Atraspoon could whisper Atrabab. This analogy is kind of getting out of hand. Point is, you'd have to add me as a friend. If you were subscribed, then I could whisper you. If we were both trial accounts, I'm not really sure what would happen at that point. I think that you would be able to send messages and I'd be able to send messages if we both added each other as friends, but I have not tested that out, so I'm not really 100% sure. Another perk for veteran accounts is that veteran accounts have access to real ID and the BattleNet BattleTag stuff. So I can message my friends with that because I was subscribed. I don't know if that's the case for other accounts, but that's what it said on the Blizzard free-to-play list of stuff. So, speaking of things that we can't do, let's talk about the things we can't do. So, stuff that you can't do, you cannot use your mailbox, which is, I mean, it makes sense if you think about it that way. Friends can't mail you items, money, bags, stuff like that. So you can't access your mailbox, and that was done. Is this where? No, we're not being dropped off here. Oh my goodness, the longest flight ever. So that was, again, another safety feature. Also, it's preventing trial accounts from mailing potential fraudulent, like, ads and stuff like that to other players. So again, it's just kind of anti-botting as well. So I can kind of respect it. You cannot join a new guild. And for new accounts, you can't join a guild in general. But for veteran accounts, I can't, my friend can't make a new guild that says the Pony Express and then send me an invite or have me sign a charter or anything like that. That is not an option. You also, for veteran accounts, cannot access the guild bank. Trust me when I say that I was very thorough when I was trying to look for... This is going to be fun. When I was trying to look for loopholes, I just poked everything. Basically, I'm Atratzu the game tester at this point because I was just trying all these different things that may or may not work. You also cannot do pet battles. So, just to demonstrate a couple things, that's not what I want. Let's go here. No. Pet battles, pet battles, pet battles. So, find battle. You cannot, unable to join pet battle queue. So that's not an option. Do we have any mini pets that we could battle around here? No. I don't see anything. Oh, there's a pet. There's a pet. All right. It's level 24. It's a higher level than me. So if you tried to pet battle and interact, right-clicking. Free trial accounts can't participate in pet battles. So even though I don't know where the language for veteran account comes in, I think that's just something that some people embraced and accepted. But the notification for a veteran account is free trial accounts can't participate in XYZ. I'll show you level 24 out-level me, the nerve. So, I wanted to demonstrate what it was like in an area where you are out-leveled, outclassed. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have Cataclysm Herb Gathering, I don't think. Do I? Oh, I'm not an herbalist. Durr. I need to try to find ore that I can gather. So, I just want to again, push the limits, see what's available. So, in Cataclysm, we can run over here, we can mine. So I can mine the materials in this area. So that's nice. So again, that's an idea that you could farm things as a free-to-play trial account. Let's find something to fight. Yes, an owl. What could go wrong? So, since it's not hostile to us, we can actually see the level that it is. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So if people aren't familiar with World of Warcraft mechanics, what's going on right now is there is a level of accuracy that you have when you're a level trying to attack another one. Originally, there was a stat that was called hit that you had to have on stuff, and to go into raids you had to have a high enough hit. They refigured all of the stats and how that works, but I think it's still part of what's taking place. So when a lower level is attacking a higher level, sometimes your character will miss. And so when I tried to put my Hunter's Mark here, miss, 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 miss. Oh my gosh, that's... We are in trouble. Okay, that's a lot of misses to something that's 10 levels above you. Now, another thing to consider is I've played through a lot with this character, and I've gotten some pretty decent gear. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm about to die or not. But hey, this is for science. And yeah, let's give this a try. I hit it. All right, healed pet. The mighty trial account attacks the level 10 levels higher than it as a demonstration of will. Well, alright, that was rather anticlimactic, and I was able to skin it. Is there anywhere else that we could go to the higher level? I don't know how I would get to Vashir. Where could we go? Not really. Wow. Well, I guess it just goes to show you that, come on, there we go. That it is very doable to manage on your own with level scaling. In a way, it disappoints me, but in a way, it also amuses me. Oh. No. This would be highly impractical because, the taunt missed probably. This would be highly impractical to try to do for anybody else. This isn't a good way of questing, even if it was an option to quest here. Plus, I'm a hunter, and I've been familiar with the hunter character for a long time, so playing hunter's kind of intuitive. That and hunter typically has also been stronger at lower levels. So there are a couple things that are going on here. A hunter character would be much easier to run around and solo quest on, so there's a lot of stuff also in the background that is in my favor, in addition to armor. So this pretty well demonstrates the capability in a level where everything's a higher level than you. Something that I would like to point out, though, is that the level scaling has efficiently and effectively crippled me from being able to solo dungeons. So since I can't solo dungeons, that makes farming reputation a little bit more difficult. That being said, dungeons aren't off limits because you can queue in the dungeon finder. So just demonstrating that you can queue. Queuing as a DPS, of course, always takes longer. 14-minute average wait time. I waited long enough to see if the queue would pop. I haven't actually ran a dungeon because I'm antisocial and don't want to run a dungeon. You can also queue for battlegrounds. However, I am not able to right now. And let's switch over to a character so I can demonstrate that you can actually queue for battlegrounds. Just because it says that free accounts do, and that's the story. We're ending this video with the story on why it tells me that free accounts cannot perform that action. Ugh, what a mess. All right, so let's switch over to another level 20 that I got. I leveled up this level 20 just to find out what was going on. So over here on a warlock, I've joined 2 battlegrounds as this character. You can queue for a battle. I've joined 2 different battlegrounds as this character, and once when I was level 17, and then once as a level 20. And I felt like I really needed to apologize to people both times. I didn't say a word. There was one healer that was inspecting me. I think he knew that I wasn't prepared, especially if you look at the gear. This character who was not set up for it. I don't know what the strong spec would be for a level 20 warlock. I don't play warlocks as a main. There's just a lot of things that were unwise. But what's interesting is talking about what I experienced as a level 20 and a level 17. They scale you differently. So as a 17, they scaled everybody up to level 19, and as a level 20, they scaled everyone up to level 29, I think. And so they scale you up when you join it. Originally, what you would have is twinks. We're talking 3 years ago. When this system was set up this way, people would twink characters. And for those that don't know what twinking is where you would set up a character with the best item in the game, best in slot, and then you would queue up for battlegrounds, and then you would try to destroy the free-to-play accounts. And so you'd have level 24s that would be in the same battleground, in the same bracket as level 20s, and they would queue up purposefully in pre-made groups to try to destroy whoever they were facing off against. And oftentimes they did, because 4 levels can make a world of difference when it comes to gear that's accessible. So, yeah. Again, that's a bit of a different like history lesson. I don't know what the current meta is. I don't know how it works. I'm not playing a free-to-play account to be competitive in playing PvP. All I really want to do is demonstrate that it's an option. And it looks like our queue is about to pop. I am not going to accept the queue, though. I'm going to drop out of it. Yeah, no. Not interested in doing that. So, let's switch off to another character. Or rather, back to the original character. So, one of the things that I wanted to look around is to see just what was available quest-wise as a free-to-play character. So there's no areas that you're like blocked off from that you can't get to. Well, I mean, I don't think I can get to Vashir without the boat, but there's nowhere in Eastern Kingdoms, in Northrend, in Kalimdor, in Pandaria, and Zalandar. There's nothing here that's not accessible. If I can walk to it or take a blimp or take a ship, it is accessible to my character. That is apparently a perk of veteran accounts, because I was reading that free-to-play accounts that are absolutely fresh, still have the new free-to-play smell, apparently they're not able to access all of the different areas, but veteran accounts are. I don't know if that is the case or not, because I'm only using my account and I only have my perspective. I didn't make a whole new account for this experience, because I really like the perks that I have as a veteran account. I'm sorry, I'm not doing my diligence as a news journalist, but I'm also not a news journalist. So yeah, I can't really comment on that. And again, the way you can bypass that is by getting your account to veteran status, and that's just, subscribing once. So pick your time strategically and go from there. Point is, I wanted to see how far I could go into different areas. So far, I have quested as the Horde, and my current character that I've been working on, the Horde character, is off on Zandalar. I've gone to this first area here, and why do you have me a quest? That's weird. Why would you do that? And I'm questing here, just kind of seeing what the options are, and it's been really fun seeing what this is the Battle for Azeroth DLC expansion, I think, right? I think that's the Battle for Azeroth. Yes, right. Because, let's see here. Where's Draenor, Burning Legion, Outland? The map is so complicated. I forget. I don't remember which expansion came out with which content. Outland, Burning Crusade. All right. Northrend, Wrath of the Lich King. All right. Pandaria, Mists of Pandaria. All right. Cataclysm, the whole world changed. Right. Cataclysm. And then what came after? It was Cataclysm, then Pandaria. I don't remember what came after Pandaria, because that is when I dropped off the map. That's when I think... Oh, the Broken Isles. That's where the Burning Legion takes place. Okay, I didn't realize that it was in this area. I thought it was another area out there. All right. Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Mists of Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor. That's the one I'm forgetting. Warlords of Draenor. All right, Warlords of Draenor is... No, why don't I know where anything is? Draenor, of course, it's in the place labeled Draenor. So Warlords of Draenor takes place here, Burning Legion takes place here, and Battle for Azeroth takes place here, and then we currently have the Shadowlands, which will be coming out. Man, that's embarrassing. However, again, in my defense, I quit after Mists of Pandaria, so I haven't actually gone through all the content and don't know all the different areas. Which, again, makes it pretty exciting to play as a free-to-play character, because I'm, like, playing catch-up, finding out what's happening, and the world is always changing. So, as one character, I've gone to Zandalar. As another character, this one specifically, I went to... How do I read this world? Kul Tiras. And I've been in this area. Not very much of this area, though, because there's this whole section here and this whole section here. So what I experienced is I wondered what would happen, how they would cut me off with level scaling. So what happens is you reach a certain point in the game where you'll see an exclamation point and you'll not be able to pick up that quest. And that is how they cut you off from certain quest chains. So if I went back here, I did the first quest in this area, the first real story quest that they give you in this area. I did that, and then they cut me off from doing any additional ones. So that's how they prevent me from being able to really just experience the whole area until I run out of quests that are currently my level. Kind of disappointing, but also I get it. That's why you're on a trial account. You can't experience the whole game as a trial account. Even if you're willing, ready, and able, like I would. I wish that they would give me the quests, and I would have to bring down monsters as a level 20 that were level 25 or higher, level 35. Have to bring down level 35s. Just kind of like really work at that. That seems like an exhilarating challenge to me, and I would totally be down for it. However, Blizzard is not, because they need to make money, and they want to make people subscribe. So the deck is stacked against us. So that's not how it's going to work. That being said, there are a couple cool things that you can access about it. For one, I have a garrison. As a level 20 character, I have a garrison, which this is the Warlords of Draenor expansion. So I think it's kind of cool that I have access to a garrison. Again, though, they cut you off at certain points. So my garrison cannot level up to level 2 because that requires me to be a higher level. I think it might also require more money, more gold than I have, but we'll check that in just a second. So there are, like, again, capping points that prevent a level 20 trial character from progressing too far. What would be interesting is if I get to a point where I've done all the quests as a level 20, just like I did once upon a time. What happens then if it makes it so that I can't level without going into a dungeon or something like that? Can I still access some world quests? So let's see here. Upgrade. Right. To upgrade, I need to be level 40 and the quest My Very Own Castle. Seeing as I'm level 20, that is not going to happen. Also, if we wanted to buy blueprints, we're also capped there by needing to be level 30. Requires the quest line or level 30. Something tells me they're not going to give me the quest line or level 30 anytime soon. However, you can go over here and you can access the little minions that you've sent out on missions for you and play your idle game. However, with the expansions that came out after Warlords of Draenor, the rewards from a garrison have been dramatically reduced, so you're not really getting much. But again, what I like about it is you could conceivably play through a lot of the game as a free-to-play and then activate your account and jump into it with a bit of a head start and, yeah, continue on in. This also provides a useful advantage for gathering some materials. The problem is I don't think that they're going to be particularly valuable. You don't have access to the herb garden. I don't think you get the herb garden until your garrison gets to level 2, so I can't access the herbs. But you can access the ore underground. So every day the ore refreshes and I can go down there. I can get myself a bunch of black rock ore. Something tells me that the price on black rock ore isn't going to be too great. But again, just options and things to consider. After that, they also give you quests to go to different areas. I don't think they're going to give me any quests outside of... I've done just about everything that's available. There's a few more quests here and there's a few more quests there, but they really limited you on Battle for Azeroth. I haven't felt nearly as limited in Warlords of Draenor, and just general open world questing. There's just a lot more quests that I can go back to. I was exploring on, where was I? Wetlands. No, not Wetlands. Up one. Arathi Highlands. I was just kind of exploring in this area, and I was like, oh, look, there are quests here now. And I just started questing. It's just, I don't know, pleasant. I do like the level scaling for that, though it kind of takes away from my pride of getting, which exploration one was it? Yeah, getting Northern Kingdoms, but this is all of them. 2016. I think these ones are specific to, oh, this wasn't completed by this character. Okay. So back in 2016. Has it been that long already? That's 4 years. Ugh. Yikes. Let's not think about that. Anyway, point is, there's a lot that's available to you as a free-to-play character now, being a veteran account. I don't know if a trial account would actually be able to access all of the different expansions. I would think it would be cool if they would be able to, but again, I can't really comment on that because that's not the setup that I have. But as a veteran account or somebody who hasn't played for a long time that had a World of Warcraft account, you could totally jump in and gain access to a bunch of the stuff, and you might enjoy it. That man just walked on the top of the roof. So, again, I'm always at a point that I'm just thinking, is there anything that I have potentially missed when talking about this? Talking about gear, talking about quest, talked about... Okay. So, again, this is kind of a bit of an asterisk to point out. For those that are unaware, as soon as a video goes out, there's a really good chance that something's going to change. So when this next expansion comes out, there's a really good chance that there are things that are going to change. At one point, I had about like 60% of this collection of move set stuff that I had. I'm going to go back to Stormwind and jump into a dungeon really quick. Actually, no, we'll switch to another character. No, I do need to go back to Stormwind anyway. Let's go back to Stormwind. I need to demonstrate that for story time talking. I want to fly. Take me here. So at one point, actually recently after the old My Thoughts on free-to-play World of Warcraft, I lost a lot of my moves. So, which ones? I think they took away Heal Pet. They did some funky stuff that then denied me a lot of utility that I had as a level 20, to the point that I was like, what can I even do as a level 20 anymore? Nothing. So, and like, for example, they also took away in Beast Mastery at one point, if you were just spec'd into Beast Mastery, you were able to tame exotic pets. And now there's no way that a level 20 can tame exotic pets. And I get it, I know why they took that away, because exotic pets are awesome. But with that being said, I still have some exotic pets. We'll have to go check the stables really quick when we run back to Stormwind. So, like, actually we don't even need to see it there, do we? Let's check stables. Good. So, there's a lot of things that change. And the level 20 characters and the meta with the level 20 changes along with the meta of the retail World of Warcraft version. So a lot of times a change will happen like years later where it released level scaling. There's any number of things that can happen from this video's release to whenever you, the viewer, is watching it. So in a few years, maybe they will have taken away a lot of quests and taken away a lot of moves, and they might have given new moves. So there might be a lot of things that change. So I would just like to, you know, a word of caution that World of Warcraft is a beast in motion and changes a lot. So sometimes what you're seeing, it's more of a lesson in how the game used to be rather than how it currently is. So when the Shadowlands expansion comes out, who knows what the free accounts are going to gain or lose, if anything at all, which sometimes it's nothing. So let's get, you have access to all the different portals too, which is cool. I like having that. Don't need to go to Dalaran. That was a big thing originally too. I had friends that would be able to make mage portals for me, and I could then set my hearth in areas where the portals were all accessible. And that wasn't always the way that it worked. I forgot to stop by the stable person. Well, shoot. Let's jump into the Stockade so you can see what it's like. It's kind of doable. It's just so agonizingly slow that it just doesn't seem like it would be something that would be worth my time when I could just queue up for a dungeon to actually get the reputation. Unless I really wanted to run Stockades. In that case, maybe a friend could run me through it. But again, that's perks of a veteran account that you do not have as a free-to-play. Alright, let's turn this back on. Let's do this one. Hopefully it didn't freeze the wrong character. Good. Alright. We got that one. We got this one. At this point, people would be like, Atratzu, you don't seem like you're having any trouble. Oh, you just wait. This is not going to be a fun time here. I should probably put that hunter mark on him. Alright, and... uh-oh. More ads? How'd you get out here? Oh boy, I wish I had more focus. Let's heal. And... I do like seeing that experience gained. I'm tired of wearing the gnome tabard. Come on. Time's just about up on that trap. Just in case. Eh. Alright. And he froze anyway, but I broke my trap. Who cares? Should bring him over here. Again, the thing is that I kind of liked doing dungeons on my own because it was just a demonstration, kind of to myself more than anything else, that I was capable of doing content that was designed for multiple people on my own. Here we go. This is the scary pole. Alright. If I could get to the boss, that would be fantastic. Just kind of to point out additional things to note. Note, unlike with the level 30, I am hitting everything that I shoot. Just watch, I'm going to miss something now. But, oh, my pet. This only works on me, right? Heals you for 30%. Oh boy. Pet might be dead. Oh. Alright. Here we go. And let's do this. I thought I was going to have to freeze trap somebody. We're going to at least try to get to the first boss, seeing as it's enabling me to do this, and this hasn't been too painful just yet. Though my Dragonhawk's health is pretty low. Dragonhawk might not be the right call for this either. It might be smarter to play using a turtle. They've traditionally had better defense, so... But I've always loved using a Dragonhawk, and it also demonstrates that I've been all the way up to Silver Moon as an Alliance character. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is when we do this classic move. And we wish that these stupid soldiers wouldn't just let the guy run up to me and punch me. Alright, revive pet. How we doing on time? Ah, plenty of time. And we're almost to the first boss. Randolph. Oh, ooh, ah, nope. When it revived, it turned off the growl. That's a kind of a smart thing that Blizzard put in, that they turned off pets' growls on purpose in dungeons. That was because a lot of hunters would leave them on, and they would then earn the title Huntard. Ah, the good old days, I suppose. I always got so offended when I was younger and I'd get that, because there was just a lot of stuff that you'd have to pay attention to, and it was tough. Alright, this is the pull that I was like, alright, I don't like this no more. Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go. This boy. Alright. This is the one that I'm gonna need to kill. Alright, let's fire this shot. Heal the pet. This is such a hard pull because you've got 2 elites that are up on your pet. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Does this work on my pet too? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Alright, and let's slow him down. If we can revive the pet and get a growl off on it. Oh, that's not a growl. Growl, please. Thank you. Let's do a heal, and preemptively anticipating that we're going to have somebody else running up on us. Alright. Here he comes. Look at him. Look at him go. Let's play with him now.
What can I do for you?
Here he comes. Right into the trap. You've activated my trap card. Now we will sit here and laugh at you for wasting your time. So that's one of the harder pulls in this dungeon. Again, it's doable, but this is so much slower than it used to be. It used to be that I could just run to the boss, and then I could beat the boss, and then go from there. That is no longer the case. It just takes way too obnoxiously long for me, and there are better ways that I could spend my time. Alright. Do that shot. Beautiful. Actually, let's fire this here. Wonder if I can do that to slow us down a little bit. Oh, my pet's already dead. That's not good. Come on. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Attack that guy. Attack him. Oh, please attack him. Please. Please. Pretty please. Nope. Are we going to be able to take one of them down in time? That's a risky move. And now we're going to have somebody else running up here soon. Let's heal. Oh, pull that. And he's dead. Disengage. Revive. This is so much more intense than it should be. Oh, crap. No, no, no. He's... Taunt. For goodness sake, taunt pet. I can't be paying attention to taunting. Turn that back on. Turn that crap back on. Why aren't you turning taunt back on? Okay. Alright, we can do this. We're almost to the boss. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Taunt. Control right click, control left click. That could be very problematic here in a bit. I'm not particularly good at remembering to click taunt. Alright. Yeek. Yeek. Alright, can you please... Why aren't you working? That's broken now. Something's broken that's not working. Maybe if I dismiss really quick and bring him back. Yeah, nope, that's broken. Well, we'll see if I can manage through this. Eat food. and hopefully jump into this. There's my notification that my experience has been eliminated. Alright. Let's give this... let's try in here, actually. And this will be the backup plan. You can't trap bosses, but, you know. Alright. Oop, nope, come back. Let's wait until he wildly stabs, and then bring him back, bring him back. Bring him back. Taunt him. Oh, this is so much slower than it used to be. Oh, that's not good. Come on. Taunt him. Here comes the stabbing. Nope, maybe. That's not good. Alright, and go for it. Please. Come back, 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 come back. Uh-huh. So you say. Oh, come on. Come on.
This fight is harder than the Lich King.
In a way, I might just be better off leaving my pet away from him. Oh, that's not good. I can't stun that. Oh, can I revive in time? That doesn't look good. Alright, taunt him, taunt him, taunt him. Oh, that's not good. Come back. No, you don't. Get out of here. If I had a distracting shot, I could bounce in between us. Come on. Come on. I'm not going to have Turtle back anytime soon. At this point, I've committed. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I think I'm out of options. I think I'm out of options. Ah. And that, dear friends, is why I do not solo dungeons as a level 20 character. It might be close, it might be doable, but
Such a tragic waste of life.
I couldn't say it better, Randolph. I couldn't say it better. Alright, so, story time. Let me weave you a tale. A tale of a diligent, basically playtester trying to figure out what to do and what the limitations are on a free-to-play account. This is the story of Atraspoon. I couldn't agree more. Ow! Atraspoon was a kindly gentleman who just wanted to experience what it was like to play as a level 20 character again. So for those that don't know, what happened is when this leveling changed, they reset all of the levels, so they changed the level cap. So level cap now is going to be level 60, I think? Right now I think it's 50. Point is, all my level 20s became level 10s, and my level capped characters became level 50s. So yeah, that just reset everything. So I was like, all right, well, I've got some leveling to do and check out some quests. And that's what I was doing. And I was like, all right, I think that it's time that I'll cover free-to-play World of Warcraft again, kind of to update stuff. So this is just about what I was doing when I was working on it. So while I was working on it, I was going to Draenor because I'd finished all of the quests that were available in Tiergard's sound. I'd finished all the quests that were here, except for this one, obviously. Don't call me out as a liar, quest log. So I was working here, and after I'd finished that, I was like, oh, where should I go next? I was like, oh, I wonder if I can have a garrison, because that would be like really a strategic value as a free-to-play character to be able to access your garrison. So I thought, all right, well, if I can get my garrison, that would be fantastic. So then I went to Draenor. And so those that have done Draenor know that once you start Draenor, you really can't stop. And so I jumped out of... I don't even remember where we start. I don't remember where we start there in Draenor. Anyway, we jump out of the dark portal, and you have a sequence of quests that you can no longer skip. Well, little did I know that a free weekend started literally the day after I started questing in Draenor. And that's kind of a problem, because I was like, why do I have an experience bar? I'm level 20, I shouldn't have an experience bar. And this character leveled to 21. And I was like, oh, that's a problem, because I won't be able to access that character when my account goes back to trial mode. And that's the whole point on why I have this character. This character should never level past the trial point, because then I'll always have a character that I can play. That was the goal. So I put in a ticket with Blizzard and asked them to lower it to level 20, and I explained the situation and that it was an accident and that it kind of blindsided me and that I started in Draenor. Kind of just explained the whole situation. That was all a bit of a headache, and people were a little bit skeptical on whether that would happen or not, or if they would reset it. I saw on the forums that it had happened to somebody else, that it wasn't... It was at least... It had happened before, and somebody on the forums had said that one of their friends, or a couple of their friends, had been able to revert, and I saw a blue post that said that they were able to have the technology to de-level characters. So I put in a ticket, explained the situation, they leveled them back down to level 20, and they turned off experience. So I was delighted, of course, because, you know, I'm happy that they lowered the level of the character, and the fact that I'm a trial account means that I really don't have any fair expectation from Blizzard. I can't expect them to treat me fairly because I'm playing their game for free, and normally it's subscribed. So the fact that I'm playing for free is kind of a wonder in a way. So what took place then is I went through and thought, okay, let's see what the options are for what I can do. And so I tried to queue for a battleground, and I got this message: free trial accounts cannot perform that action. So I was like, wait, what? They took away BGs as a level as a trial account? That's stupid. And then I went on to my warlock character and successfully queued for battlegrounds as a level 17. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just if my character is level 20. I was thinking maybe level 20s then are blocked from being able to do that because, you know, I don't know, just arbitrarily putting caps and taking away things. And I was like, okay, well, maybe, I thought maybe the next, because there were different tiers in Battlegrounds, I was like, okay, maybe I need to cap a character at level 19. And by capping a character at level 19, then that character will be in a lower bracket of Battlegrounds. So that could conceivably let me participate in backgrounds if I capped the character at 19. So I have a level 19 character, and I capped his experience.
Better be good.
And I brought up Battlegrounds, and that's not it. I brought up Battlegrounds, and I queued, and I got this message again. Free trial accounts cannot perform that action. At this point, I was tired and went to bed. I couldn't figure out what was going on. Then I don't have a 100% answer here, but what I thought it was is I was like, okay, maybe it's because I've stopped experience. So I tried to go back, and I cannot turn experience back on this character to level up to 20. So apparently trial accounts can turn off experience, but they can't turn on experience. At this point, it seems like a bug. I was reading online on the forums, and apparently trial accounts shouldn't really be able to do either, but they especially might not be able to turn on to access these features. But again, I successfully turned off experience. I'm level 19. I cannot level this character to 20, so I might need to wait until I'm subscribed again to turn off this feature. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy. So then I was like, okay, so how can level 20s join Battlegrounds? So that's why I leveled up my Warlock to level 20, just to see if I was able to queue for Battlegrounds as a level 20. And that is the long ordeal and story on what took place. It was an accident. A Blizzard employee returned my character to level 20 and turned off experience, which I needed at that time. But because I didn't turn on experience before my free weekend was up, this character is no longer able to participate in Battlegrounds. This doesn't exactly upset me because I don't really want to be in Battlegrounds right now, but for another person it could be debilitating. Moreover, I can't turn experience back on. In case anyone's wondering how you even do this... Excuse me? Excuse me? No! Oh my gosh. Well, I thought what you have just witnessed is that this rogue has robbed me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so can I switch back to this character? I might have just glitched out 2 characters by doing this. So this one definitely guarantees that I'll need to put in a ticket to ask for them to fix it. This can't work. Why would it have that buff again? Yeah, no, it doesn't have that buff. So I can't I can't turn experience back on because that buff is no longer there. This game is frustrating. Alright, for anybody that's wondering how to turn on or off experience, it's in this area in Ogremar. It's this character. As a level 20 and free to play, I would say don't do that. But if you are going to have a free weekend or something like that, you need to make sure your character doesn't accidentally level. So you do need to know where Slats is. And you also need to know where the other character is, which is in Stormwind, over in this area of the castle, in the keep. Anyway, this has been a long video, and hopefully it's been helpful to people in seeing how the game has changed since my last video. You're welcome to check out the old video on my thoughts on World of Warcraft free to play. That video did extremely well and continues to do well, and so hopefully people check out this video because this has the most recent and most relevant information on the game. I'm sure I've missed something. There are so many different things that can happen. Oh, I didn't talk about professions. The leveling on professions. Originally that was capped at a certain point, but the professions can level farther, so now you can continue to cook, but you're still cut off at a certain point probably, but you can level past 100 for like cooking, and you can continue gathering herbs and minerals and stuff like that, so you can continue leveling up, and I haven't run into a capping point when gathering professions can go. Again, there's just so many things that I can say, and so much that's in this game. Haven't even talked about transmogging, and with the raising of the gold cap, you have a whole lot more available to you with what you can buy. You can unlock the material part of your bank and then deposit material so you can increase the size of your bank. There's just a whole lot more that's available to free accounts with the changes that they rolled out. Now, again, that being said, there's a lot of changes but is it enough for people to want to play as a free-to-play character, as a free-to-play account? And I would say the amount of entertainment that you get out of the game as a free-to-play, as a trial account, is temporary. You're eventually going to run out of quests. And at that point, you can either look to subscribing and experiencing the whole of World of Warcraft, or you can say, I beat the game, and quit. That's really the extent of your options. Or you can, of course, run low-level dungeons. You can do PvP as long as you don't glitch your character. Those are options on what you can do end game, but as far as world questing is available and events that are available, like the current event running around, I picked up one of these, but I'm not a high enough level to be able to do this quest apparently, even though it clearly would scale to me and I would be able to do it at any point. So you're limited on what you can do and what you can experience as a trial account, and that's how it works. You're playing for free. It's not subscribed, so of course limitations are going to be there. But there are a lot of other games out there that you can play for free. I would say checking out Guild Wars 2 if you're on a budget. Guild Wars 2 is an excellent, excellent game, and it's easier on your wallet than a subscription-based model. But there are free-to-play accounts on various other games. There are other free-to-play MMOs that you can check out that you can spend more time in. This is just for the World of Warcraft experience. If you miss it, like I sometimes do, being able to log in and play a character and just kind of quest a little bit kind of satisfies that itch that I have. A lot of times I'll miss the environments and world in World of Warcraft. I've been guilty of listening to zone music and ambience for many, many hours just when I'm feeling kind of blue because I miss these areas. I miss this world. And so for that, I'm grateful for the option to be able to log in and experience the game. And heck, I could even go and like fish, try to get fishing achievements. I could explore. I can see where I can go in the world. I can try to uncover the map. I can try to see how far I can get into a raid. I can try to see how far I can get into a dungeon. And it's just by poking the edges of the world. Again, basically playtesting. It's by doing this that I am satisfied where I'm at. What are you? What do you mean closer? I'm already as close as I can be. Pet the dog. And then evil laugh? What? At least I don't need to hear the LOL sound. I've heard the Blood Elf laugh too many times. Yeah, there's so much available to you that if you were to play as free-to-play, you're looking at many, many hours of content. That being said, beware, because you're probably going to want to pay and subscribe. And for that, you need to be your own judge of that financially and how much time that you have to play the game. Because I was one of the ones that was addicted to World of Warcraft during my high school years, played many, 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 many hundreds of hours across various other characters. You want to kind of weigh the cost as far as for what you're going to do. If you just want to have the World of Warcraft experience, this is an option. But if you're not disciplined enough to know how to spend your money wisely, I would say that this could be tempting with getting you in trouble. World of Warcraft isn't that expensive if you look at it long term on how much you're playing and the value that you're getting out of it. The price is actually surprisingly reasonable, but I'm not going to rationalize that to other people. You have to kind of do your own budgeting and figure out what you can afford, what you can't afford. And for some people, World of Warcraft is unreasonable because how much money it stacks up at paying a subscription for a certain amount of time and buying expansions on top of that. I get it. That's why I don't play right now. My budget's tight. I don't want to do it. But it's still affordable. But yeah, I have ranted long enough. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Thank you so much for sticking through the whole thing with me. It really means a lot to me that people have found these videos useful, and I hope that they will continue to do so. if in the future there is some other crazy update that really shakes up the game, like level scaling did, feel free to leave comments, let me know, and I would love to check it out. And maybe I'll be back with an episode 3 of my thoughts on World of Warcraft free-to-play. Maybe we'll go true free-to-play at some point, and then we will be back. But until that time, I think that's enough for now. My name, once again, is Atratzu. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. I'm gonna catch a fish.